1984. The war is not more as we knew it. Three powers have divided the globe, and now they are in eternal war in order to complete the conquest of the Earth. One of these powers, the Oceania, is under the control of Ignosk Party. The boss of the party is the Big Brother. Everything in Oceania says, Big Brother is watching you. The party controls everything. It is also creating a new language called Newspeak. Under the Big Brother, there is the Inner Party. Its members are the most important state officers. They have many privileges, such as a big house or servants. One of them is O'Brien, a mysterious man. None knows if he's loyal to the party or not.
Then we find the other party that gathers everyone works for the party. They live in old and ruined houses. The party takes care for their children in order to educate them according to the party rules. In this group, we find the two protagonists, Winston and Julia. Winston works at the Ministry of Truth, Mini-True in Newspeak, where he corrects documents of the past and of the present according to the truth principles, where is peace, liberty is slavery, and ignorance is power. Winston is not sure if he must obey to the party or if he has to reject its ideals. Once he could prove the falseness of an article thanks to a photography he found. However, he didn't do that. Nowadays, he is writing on a diary he illegally bought. On the other hand, Julia seems to be one of the best women of the party. Especially in the daily 2 minutes 8, a moment of day when the members of the party must insult some pictures about a man called Bernstein. Bernstein was a member of the party and he took part in the revolution, together with Big Brother. Sometime later, he was expelled from the party because of his ideals against the new society. He decided to create the Brotherhood, a group of political opponents that are working against the Big Brother and his crimes.
At the end of the society, we find the prolets that are not subjected to the party rules. Anyway, they are forced to work very hard and they live in the poorest areas of the cities. One day, Winston writes on his diary what happened at work. He writes about his feelings on O'Brien and Julia. He thinks that he can trust in O'Brien. On the contrary, he thinks that Julia is probably a member of the Thought Police and that she's spying him because of his illegal diary. While he is thinking about this, he writes on his diary the terrible sentence down with Big Brother. Scared by the possible consequences, he decides to visit the Perth slums and to ask for information about the period before the revolution. None remembers anything, so he decides to spend his time in an antiques shop.
The following day, he speaks with O'Brien about a man called Syme, who was working on the dictionary of the Newspeak, but now he's disappeared, probably because of his great intelligence. According to Winston, this proves that O'Brien is an opponent, because none can talk about a person that is disappeared. For the party, a disappeared person never existed because of his crimes. Another strange thing happens. Julia gives him a note with a short sentence, "I love you." The three organize a meeting about the Brotherhood in O'Brien's house, where he gives them a copy of the Bernstein's work, The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism. Winston and Julia start to meet at the antiques shop, and in a room of the shop they read a book. They find out that
the war is necessary to divide the society in an oligarchy. The eternal war is become peace, because this allows the conservation of the social order. The three classes did not mean equality, even though it was the objective of the revolution. The collectivism did not mean socialism, because the prosperity is only a characteristic of the inner party. Prolets are free because they don't think due to the hard work. While they are reading the book, they are arrested by the Thought Police and forced to the Ministry of Love. They are divided and closed in rooms without windows. Here Winston finds out that O'Brien was not a member of the Brotherhood. On the contrary, he tortures a lot Winston in order to re-educate him to the party rules. He teaches Winston the double thing, so that 2 plus 2 is 5. The party says that is 5.
Then Winston is forced in the room 101, where he has to face against his worst fear to reach the complete obedience to the party. Because of his terrible fear of rats, he confesses all his faults against the party, as well as many other crimes that he never committed. After all these tortures, they are released. However, Winston is completely changed and he realizes that he has reneged Julia, the only person who supported him. Anyway, he does not feel to need to talk with Julia because now he loves Big Brother.